So, hello, would you please tell us where you come from and which health condition brought you to Swiss Medica?
Yeah, the United States and Utah. With multiple autoimmune conditions like arthritis and vasculitis. The vasculitis caused a couple of strokes and some vision loss in one of my eyes.
So, before trying stem cell therapy, what kind of therapies have you tried and have you noticed any results?
Yeah, I've seen doctors since I was a child, and it's been really harsh medications that have caused other issues, and hospital stays, IV infusions with cancer type medications, things like that, nothing else.
So before coming to Swiss Medica, have you considered any other clinics, and what were them? Like, why at the end of the day you chose us? A little bit about that.
Yeah, it was a big, after the hospital with the stroke on my eye where I lost the vision, it was just really trying to find something else. So I did a lot of research. I met with several different, I had consultations with several different stem cell clinics, some in different countries as well. But I really loved how thorough the doctor was. She requested all of my medical information. She spoke with, she asked multiple questions. She wanted to see actual images of my, like MRIs and things like that versus just the doctor's report on it. And I just appreciated how cautious and thorough they were being. And then making sure that I was staying here in the clinic just in case something went wrong during treatment. It just felt very safe.
Do you remember her name by any chance?
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Karen, Dr. Nina?
Karen, I think it was Dr. because I was working through Mila. So
Mila was your consultant,
yes.
Right, the manager, yeah, and Dr. Karen. Okay, I'm glad to hear those good feedbacks about the doctors. She would be glad to hear.
Yeah, it was great.
Her. Yeah, I will tell her. What kind of result are you aiming for after this treatment?
I mean, it would be great to have a little bit of vision back. I know it won't ever come back completely, but they sounded optimistic. But really, it's just more, I was waking up every day thinking, is today going to be the next stroke, and what's that going to do to me? So really, it's just no more strokes, hoping to get to a place where I'm comfortable living a healthy life.
Can you tell us a little bit in which way these multiple autoimmune diseases, in which way do they challenge your life? Like, in which way do they make it different from others?
Yeah, it's hard because it's the conditions, but then it's the medications too that just knock me down. And whether it's nausea or the strokes, I was struggling with walking and being disoriented and trying to get my strength back, and cognitive type stuff, trying to think through. I do human resources, so trying to think through problems all day long. It was hard to get back to that as well. So just, all kinds of different issues.
Yeah, plus as you said, thinking every day, waking up and thinking,
yeah,
without being able to think positive, you're thinking, oh God, please, nothing else.
Not today.
Not today, yeah, I understand you. A little bit about our medical staff and the treatment plan that you had. Shortly, what it included, like what kind of therapy do you get here in the clinic?
Yeah, we did the hyperbaric chamber, and then I don't know what it's called, the electro something where they put the, help the nerves. And then we just the stem cell, they did the plasma, and then just the IV infusions.
A little bit about our medical staff, your doctor.
Oh yeah,
you can be absolutely true here. So
no, they were great. They make sure that I'm okay. They check on me all the time. They're very thorough, very attentive. The IV was an issue last night, and they were immediately there to help me and pull it out so that we could do it again. And so they've been very helpful.
You know why I asked? Because I had a patient, they went to India for stem cell therapy, and when they saw a nurse in a tracksuit without, they just run away.
Oh.
So that's why I ask you that our nurses are, how they say,
Approachable.
up to a standard, yeah, of some hygienic standard.
Oh,
least.
yes,
Yeah,
yes, very cleanly, very, and I appreciated that even though the language barrier is there, they have made every effort to make sure that they can communicate with me. And so that's been helpful.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And when there's been challenges, there's been no frustration. We've just kind of laughed and talked through it and figured out how to communicate. So
Yeah, nice.
It's been great.
Nice. All right. Any advice to those people who are planning to visit us but have some challenges or fears coming to Serbia?
Yeah, it's a little intimidating, but it was great. You guys have been so supportive. And the help getting us around the city and showing us, you know, the culture and the history, and having the driver, it felt very safe. Talking to the nurses when they come in at night, we'll just get to know them, and they'll share some of what they've grown up with here in Serbia or in the outskirts. So it's been fun. It's felt very comforting once you start to get to know everybody. And
a little bit about your meeting at the airport. People sometimes are concerned how they're going to meet the driver. How was that for you? Was that smooth?
Yeah, it was smooth. He had the sign with my name, and he knew as soon as I started walking to him. He's like, and he knew me, and he helped with our bags and got us right here. So it was a pretty quick process.
Not a difficult one, yeah?
No.
All right. Is there anything else maybe you'd like to add about your general impression that I forgot to ask you?
No, I mean, the food accommodations have been great. Clearly, you're trying to find foods that make sense for us, right? And so, I mean, everybody's just been so great. And we've asked for things and, you know, or help with something, and there's always a solution. So it's been really nice and comforting.
Thank you so much, Kaitlyn. Yeah. This is it.